Hello, welcome back. We empowered Lean in Earth, good stuff. Didn't find any sites, did all the usual spells though. Saw a couple of battles, we saw some sylphs getting thrown at Lilfors. Not too much effect. Then we got attacked by some Oxheads in Mark, and then some sylphs in another province. Mark's where I had my smaller army. So the Oxheads just kinda bounce off pretty easily. And then Kizia, this one over here, bit strange, gets hit by sylphs. Frightening sylphs. Hard to know who's throwing this at us exactly. They're pretty hard to kill because they're ethereal. Tough for our little PD province. Yeah, so I wonder why this one got targeted. This one had an army in it, so I get that, but this was just random province by my phone, I don't know. Not even sure who's doing this. I mean, you assume Abobia, but I don't know. I got some graphs. These worth looking at? Probably not. Abobia looks like they're almost out. So that's something, I suppose. I guess, yeah, all their forts are under siege now. Battle in Abobia, nothing there. We put that under siege. Whiteport, we saw Itsmu taking back from militia. In Heavens, we saw Abobia pinging. We saw Itsmu pinging Abobia's fort. So yeah, there's not much left. His dragon is here though. Yeah, so I assume Itsmu is gonna storm that next turn. Next up, events. Quite good ones, this one. We got a Heatwave in Troya. There's 22 pearls from our global. Found silver deposits in Squirrel Point. 1,080 gold in Molleton. Copper deposits in Yellow Mountains. 110 gold in Cedarwood Forest. Some bad omens in Doven. And yeah, started patrolling out some stuff. There's some brigands getting patrolled out. And lost some spies and stuff. So getting some good events now, at least. Maybe that's the global taking effect, I don't know. That's pretty nice. We had quite a lot of gold this turn. I put some provinces up to 20 PD if they had good province events. So, yeah, like Nethermark and stuff now has 20. It's got some heavy cav. It's probably a waste, but, you know, since we're dealing with a lot of unrest and there's going to be a lot of remote attacks, doing the good PD province doesn't seem like a terrible idea. There's the messages, though. Recruiting a bunch of priests in different places as well, because we only have one guy walking around putting up temples. We could probably afford to put up more than that now. So there's lots of big red arrows here. Mostly it's just harpies being moved around. I have given one of the little death mages some boots. He's going to walk over and help summon Mound Kings, because we're getting more harpies than we can lead out at the moment, which is good. We'll keep doing that. Replenishing harpies are in here. We lost a few in Edirol from triggering the event. They died to the bandits, unfortunately. They are very killy, but they're also very die-y. So, yeah. But we'll keep replenishing stuff and continue patrolling. And the excess will start being used to help siege forts. There's a few little miscellaneous things happening, like I've got an S2 mage moving out to Chilad somewhere. This guy. To put up a Telistic Animate in order to build a temple. Summoning a Telistic Animate in Undres to build a temple. There's lots of that happening. Also recruiting lots of priests. I just want to be able to build more temples than we have currently. I've got the Mage moving to Kurgnir. We've got the Troll moving to Kurgnir. Lots of stuff in Kurgnir at the moment. Some stuff patrolling. Yeah, lots of little things like that. In Dracavans, I took the nature boosters off the Enchantress over here that was doing harpies. And gave it to these two guys. They're going to forge thistle mazes for themselves. And then they'll start summoning black harpies in this province. And then once we can recruit more bone readers here, we can also move a death mage over and do harpies and mount kings in this province. So we'll have lots of that everywhere. Good for patrolling. And good for sieging forts, which is what we're doing in Abobia now. I wanted to put this one under siege as well, but it looks like Zatopek's doing it instead. I'm probably going to war Zatopek, so I'll roll through this next, but let's just quickly break open a Boibia and get this over with so that we can concentrate on this without splitting up forces. I think that's fine. Probably have to find out what these two players are going to do next as well. There's always a risk that they start attacking me now, just in order to take this territory off me that I've just stolen. It's possible. I haven't really got a good sense of what's happening in the world. How's Lilithor's doing? Let's see. Have they lost any provinces recently? Sort of. They've lost, what's that? Maybe 2 or 3. That's interesting, I suppose. Who gained them? Cornwall gaining them? No, they're flatlined. Who's actually gaining provinces? Zatopek just took some of Aboibia's stuff. I suppose it's possible he's just losing provinces to events, because he does get a lot of misfortune stuff, but I don't know, it seems unlikely because he has all that mechanical province defense everywhere. I suppose it's possible he had stuff from Ebnasiu that then got taken by... Well, no, because Gondwald's flat on the graphs. I suppose we don't have a complete picture of Gondwald, do we? Oh yeah, that's ages ago. Yeah, okay. So Gondwald could be taking territory off him, okay. I guess we need another spy in Gondwald's cap. We've lost it completely. Might be the next thing I do. Anyway, that was turn 58. So it's a little bit slow, but we should have a Boibia cracked open next turn and we'll storm it immediately. I don't think there's anything in it. And then after that, we'll pick a next target. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you then. Hello, welcome back. Got some alteration research done. There are 2 things here that are immediately very useful. The first is Titanic Enlargement. So this is a caster buff that gives you +2 enlargement. It's a really, really nice one for propagating through communions, to give all the communion slaves more hit points. So, really cool one. The other big one is improved quickness. So AoE 23 quickness. It's not bad. There's some other really nice buffs in here, especially the earth ones, like every unit in your army gets Stone Skin. Rock Warriors AoE 18 Stone Skin. Same sort of thing. We got big protection from fire and stuff like that. Lots of nice stuff in there. We'll keep going though for the really big buffs. Did some site searching, only found one. We found a Well of White Water, Obsidian Waste, that's a water gem per turn. Chibnasu has Lekiro. Are they still in the game? No, it looks like they've gone AI. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's much of Chibnasu left. We spied a battle in Stone Heavens. So this was Itsmu storming Aboibia's throne, where his god is. So Itsmu has all the really tough chariot guys. Aboibia has some spiders and hoburgs. He does have his dragon in the battle though. Gets pretty beat up very quickly. God's down to 77 hit points, no afflictions yet though. Looks like the Tramplers are having trouble getting in the gate, which is odd. They're size 5 Tramplers. How big are these spiders? Oh, also size 5. Well, that's quite fortunate, isn't it? They can't get through the spiders. What about the big phantasms? Are they size 5 as well? Yep. Yeah, that did not go how I thought it would go. His god's still fine as well. Looks like the Traveller's just about got in the fort now. But they are scared and they're running away. Alright, well, successful throne defense for a warrior. There we go, Stone Heavens. I see I lost a lot of stuff. Aboibia lost 4 senior druids and 6 adepts. That hurts, I suppose. So that's the Throne of Growth, or whatever it's called, Gaia. So it's a shame we moved away from it, because we could now resume sieging it and take it for ourselves, but oh well. That province that got attacked by Souls we also took back with just a mage, there was nothing there. Event Cedarwood, we got 20 pearls from our global. Sectarian movement in Kenny's Plain, water gems in Soaked Earth, water gems in Yellow Mountains, lost some income in Centania, lost some income in Cedarwood, a local sect in Centania. I guess Centania's got the Licos in it at the moment. 7 nature gems in Yellow Mountains. Some storm demons and a peasant attacked Lillipores. We rooted out some brigands, Ergnia, rooted out another Lico in Kamatan. It's an annoying one. And yeah, Aboibia's been breached. Okay, so here's how things look now. We're still doing the Black Harpy factory. We've got 2 casts going off down here now. I'm moving a D1 mage there to start summoning Moan Kings. We're forging some more Dwarven Hammers with Lean. We'll do that for a few turns, and then we'll... I think she'll forge some Gate Cleavers for a bit. We're making 20 Earth Gems per month. So yeah, might as well. And I've got 2 people still summoning Black Harpies, and more Black Harpy patrollers moving out. We've got patrollers in Kamatan, Edirol, Kurgnir at the moment. And then we're moving some to Dathan and Summer Bay. And then we'll also have another factory here, which can spread out some more around here. Centania was pretty bad. Where's Centania? Let's see if we can find that. Centania. All the way down here. Interesting. There might be Licos moving out of my territory. Tinywell is 52. Tania is 56. Kurgan is down to 9 and rest, but we killed 74 filthy brigands this turn. Ivermock's still 36. How are these ones doing now? Edirol's still 46, even with patrollers. My cap's still 0. Lumberbay's 31. Dathan is 88. Hate Forest is 38. White Waste is 20. I guess they're outside of my dominion, though. Yeah, this has misfortune scales. Well, anyway, continuing the long task of patrolling all these provinces with harpies. We have a giant stack in Ogwoods now as well. It's mostly just to look intimidating versus Icea, who has tons of boars here, but maybe that's unnecessary. Maybe I should use this army and go and take this throne before there's like over 1,000 corpse constructs here, which is probably what's going to happen. It might actually be difficult to get through those corpse constructs at this point, although we do have that spell, don't we? Wherever it was. The one we used very early on against the throne, is it Thaumaturgy? Yeah, Unravel Undead. This scales, right? Oh, it doesn't. Oh, the damage scales. I thought maybe the range and the AoE would scale as well. We might have another good anti-undead spell. Wipe out a load of corpse constructs. But it might work in our favour if the army's mostly corpse constructs, because we'll just hammer all the mages with spells, I don't know. Other little red arrows here are just moving priests to all these provinces to put up temples when we can. This turn we paid for an enchantress and a cat mage, so... Oh, we didn't. Oh, okay. So just the enchantress set our income back, unfortunately. But next turn hopefully we've got a bit more gold and we can start doing a temple or 2. I'm saving 372 in the treasury. Down here we've got another air mage moving over to Kurgnir, putting a priest in Undrace. We've also got a Telistic Animate here as well that's preaching. And that just leaves Aboibia itself. I'm just having everything storm Castle, and then we'll just move up and do Stone Heavens afterwards, if it's still there. Although if it's Zatopek sieging it, I'll just knock him off, I think. So, Storm of Aboibia is it's the usual stuff. The only new additions now are there's somebody doing Advanced Quickness, because why not? Might as well try it out. It's going to be impossible to... Oh, there it is. It's going to be impossible to find. No, there it is. So yeah, we'll do the Improved Quickness. And then there's also someone doing the Titanic Enlargement and then regen on themselves. to give the slaves more hit points and regen. And that's it. I'm not predicting too many problems because I assume this fort is extremely empty and this army that we have here is completely overkill. But it does let us project a huge amount of force in this region, which, you know, we do have these menacing Citronian stacks. It's the middle of winter, right? Yeah, oh, late winter. So if he wants to fight, this would be the time to do it. Hopefully our Dominion pushes down here and spreads a load of order around. That'd be nice. Don't think there's anything else happening this turn. Research is 1184. We'll get Alteration 8 pretty soon. 3 turns maybe? As long as we keep increasing the research. And that's how things stand. Nothing else too interesting happening. So we'll just wrap up Aboybia and see what happens after that. So that was turn 59. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. Lots of messages this turn, but still a pretty simple turn, so I'll try to go through it quickly. We did lots of spells as usual. We found actually quite a lot of sites this turn. We're like site searching our new territory, and there's quite a lot of stuff to find. So a few more gems per turn. There's no like special sites, it's just a couple of gem sites. We stormed Aboybia. I will watch this, but it's very short. There's just a few mages and a couple of units here. But it's cool because it looks, you know, this would be a nice thumbnail. Get a big rainbow spell effect at some point. That one. And then on top of that, there's that one. That's Doom and... I don't even remember, to be honest. It's kind of weird to me that they deployed all the gems in this battle, because... yeah, I mean, everything's already dead. Stuff's just getting blown to bits. So there's Aboybia. We did actually lose one of the communion slaves somehow. I couldn't even find out how. And one sacred. But there we go. Events, a mix of just kind of general nature gems. There's our global 10 province income, an air gem, blossom income, defense income. Nothing too interesting. And caught a scout. That's something. So yeah, here's Aboybia. Just to remind you, that's got the fire gem, 2 earth gems, and nature gem and an air gem. Pretty good. Also has about 40,000 population, so it should be a 400 income province once the unrest dies down. Which is pretty good. So lots of little things happening this turn again. We are forging shrouds every turn now, in addition to the shroud we were already forging each turn. So I might start putting more shrouds on more mages going forwards. Greenwoods, we have another dwarven hammer being forged. The guy making the extra shroud has one. I make another one. And while that's happening, I'm going to summon another Hydromancer with my god. Because I'm going to have another Hydromancer just forging bottles every turn, I think. It's a fine use for water gems. We have lots more Black Harpies moving out to continue patrolling in this region. Edward's on 12, Summer Bay's on 21, that'll have patrollers next turn. Moving some to Shade Forest. Dathan, we've got patrollers here now. Hopefully take care of that. And in Dre Caverns, we've also got, you know, a couple of people doing Black Harpies and Mound Kings. I moved the research booster off this guy over to Aboybia. Gave it to this guy, I think. No, that guy's moving. Where's the other guy? This guy. Look at the sheen on that Tom. Is N2, so that he can cast Cure Disease on Tantalus, who picked up a disease somehow. Tantalus is moving out of the province. I think because Cure Disease is a ritual that takes place before movement, you can cast it on this guy even though he's moving away. I guess I'll find out if that's true next turn. And we still have priests moving around to put up temples in places when we can. We had quite a bit of gold left in the treasury this turn, so there's a temple going down in Andrace, and there's one going down in Aboybia as well. We'll try and force our dominion down into this region. While that's happening, I've got this guy over here, Hidden Tomato, has been giving a Starshine Skullcap. He's going to teleport onto Stone Heavens. There's no PD here at the moment. So I just want to put that under siege during the ritual phase, and while that's happening, we're moving a bunch of harpies onto it to actually siege it. So it should be under siege next turn without any issues, and meanwhile we're moving the big gigantic army over into Troia and then the turn after that it'll move on to Stone Heavens. So I'm just making sure that we get this province, because it has the Throne of Gaia, which would be really nice. We might have to slap Zatopek, but that's okay. I think we can do that. Only other interesting movement is attacking Grey Mercs with just this guy. That should go fine. I spoke to Icea's player and said, hey, this province is totally disconnected, so I'm just going to take it. And I mean, what's he going to do about it, really? We've got a big stack on his border on both sides now, so yeah, he seemed okay with it. Speaking of big stacks, I wonder where this one's going to go. I assume it just takes Wesh, right? Because he's just cleaning up Jidnasu, but maybe there'll be some kind of conflict between these two players over this throne. That would be nice. Not sure. That's it for this turn, though, I think. Nothing else interesting happening. Temples, summons, lots of rituals. Teleporting that guy on to Stone Heavens. Forging stuff as usual. I think I'm doing anything else special. Research looks like this currently, so we're almost at Alteration 8, and then I guess I'll go to the Conjuration. We have no evocation yet. It's kind of funny. Maybe I'll look through this again and remind ourselves if there's any targets we should be after. I feel like just having a big communion dropping Soul Sundering is fine though. It's carried us this far. That's it for this turn. Anything interesting going on in the graphs? There's us. We're the biggest player we can see. Got the most forts we can see. Got the most income we can see. We have the biggest army? Yep. Who's that just behind us? Oh, that's Zatopek. Well, a lot of his army is corpse constructs though, so I'm not terribly threatened. Anyway, that was turn 61, is it? Turn 60, okay. That's turn 60. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.